It's interesting. It's interesting to me that people think it's time to quit their job because they passed, though. You haven't shown yourself that you can have that consistency to establish an income. You haven't been profitable for a period of time where you've gone through that up and down phase while you're profitable. You've gone through adapting and adjusting while you're profitable. That's a whole different phase to walk yourself through before you even think about quitting a job. But most importantly, for those of you who want to quit your job and have trading be your primary income, you definitely have to have some sort of savings, right? You don't just quit without savings. Your best bet is to have some savings. That way you have a cushion and a better clear mind while you're going through your ups and downs. You don't want to be, oh, I just got one payout and then I quit. And then, you know what I mean? You're going to put a lot of pressure on yourself and you don't want to do that. Hi, Maxwell. Good morning. Haven't survived the gauntlet yet. Yep. Yeah, because, a lot of people feel pressure right now just trying to beat challenges and get paid. So imagine the pressure you're going to feel when you have no solid income besides trading, right? You want to establish another income, or have some savings, or both is always the best, right? The ultimate is to have some savings, have something else working for you on the side, whatever that is that you're doing on the side. Don't just have one outlet of money. No bueno. No bueno on your mental. So we are starting to come down. I'm just waiting. We got news in about a minute and 12 seconds here. Flash news coming up. Start seeing profits when I stop seeing money. So yeah. See, Lewis, I've been telling people the same thing, right? All these years, I've been telling people the same thing. Stop focusing on the money. That's why you don't see the money, right? Been telling everybody, once you upgrade your mindset, success follows. It's just universal law. You have to change the way you think a little bit. And sometimes it's just one slight thing that you got to change. Not everything. Let's see that we got that news coming up. Flash news in 15 seconds. I'm sorry, 10 seconds. Time is moving. Going back to one micro. Okay. Yep. Yeah, one micro is solid. It's solid because it's a good way to start your trading day. Keep your risk nice and low, see how you do. And then later on, if you want to increase your risk for the day, you can, because you got a cushion, right? Are you trying to learn the skill of trading, or are you doing it for the money? For the skill, the money will come. For the money, the debt will compound. Yeah, that's why I try to use like... Stop it. Go. Get out of here. Go. What all that noise? Go. Out. That's why I try to use professional athletes as examples, because there's no athlete that's a professional that got to where they were because they were focused on money. They have a talent that they work on over and over and over and over and over. That discipline, that conditioning, that consistency, that improving myself, right? If people would just do that, they would see results, right? So how bad do you want it? There's a reason why certain people make it so far and certain people don't. You got to want it more than the next person next to you. You got to want it as much as you have to breathe every day. That's how bad you have to want it. But if you don't want it that bad, that's fine. You don't have to want it that bad. Don't complain when you don't have it and someone else has it, right? There's a massive difference. The discipline that professional athletes have, the will to improve yourself. It's all about improvement, 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 improvement. Failure, failure, failure. You keep doing the same thing over and over again until you finally get it right. Right? That's the beauty in it. And it's the same thing with trading. Right? You gotta want it. So if it's just about money, it's just like anything else. It's not gonna be fun, right? If you're going to school to be a lawyer just for money, you're gonna have a tough time getting through them classes. You're gonna have a tough time trying to cheat your way, getting the work done, trying to cheat your way, reading all the reading you gotta do. I can't imagine what type of projects that are due, those papers you have to write. Can't imagine how long they are. But if you don't actually enjoy it to a certain extent, you're going to be miserable, right? Just like a doctor. If you say, oh, I'm just going to be a doctor because money, to a certain extent, you're not going to enjoy it, and you're not going to put in that effort that someone else will. Because the thing is, Chaz, you're not always going to enjoy it. There's going to be times when you need to push yourself to do things. And if you don't enjoy what you do even a little bit, you're not going to be pushing yourself all the way. Right? There's going to be times where you're like, damn, I don't feel like back testing. I don't feel like getting all this information in. But then there's going to be times where you push yourself, right? Everybody's different. So this is the flash news. Nothing really going on. It was a yellow folder. So didn't expect too much. Hi, NQ Soccer Mom. Good morning. Thomas Edison failed 500 times to get the light bulb right. There's like an old school quote where they say you can fail 1,000,000 times, you just need to win once. It's true. But you know, that mindset supposed to be common sense, but it's not common sense no more. That's long gone. But you can thank the people who rule the world for programming people to be a certain way. This is why a lot of people have issues with their mindset and getting their mindset right. Because you've been programmed. You've been programmed to have a weak mindset. You've been programmed to not question things. You've been programmed to go with the flow. You've been programmed that way. And it's up to you to see through things, see past things, and want better for yourself. But the goal is to keep people so down and depressed that they don't feel like they deserve better, or they don't feel like they would ever get far. You know? A lot of people don't think that they could be successful. Like they can't even see it. They can't even envision it, you know? A lot of people doubt themselves. And when you have that doubt, you're pushing it away, right? You're pushing it away. You got plenty of people on this planet that are going to doubt you. So why doubt yourself? You're that one person who can be there for yourself. You're literally that one person. And you're the only person who needs to make it happen. Nobody can stop you from being successful. Nobody. Manifestation is so real that if I locked you up in a room and you imagined something, it would eventually appear somehow, some way. That's how real manifestation is. You gotta envision your goals. You gotta want it. You gotta truly want it. Promise you guys, once you want it and you're determined, doesn't matter what anybody says, doesn't matter what anybody does. You got it. All gas, no brakes. Great entrepreneurs push through ups and downs. They don't dwell on failures. Right? They're right back at it again. They're like, okay, reset. Let's say like you did bad this week. Let's say you blew up your account this week. They're going to take this weekend to say, okay, I'm going to reset that account. But this weekend, I'm going to do some research and see like what can I improve on so that next week I do better. Right? Relentlessness. You got to have that relentlessness. You're ready to go right back at it. You know? By the way, we are falling here. We got about 8 minutes till the opening closes on the 30-minute hairs. Waiting on this 30-minute candle to close. About 187 points to the downside so far. We're breaking the support, so now it's starting to look like a bear flag, right? Starting to look like a bear flag. And we did talk about possibly to this area, maybe not some big sell-off like down 2,000 points, nothing like that, but maybe just a smaller one. We do have this level tagged out already. Let me see on the 1 hour. Oh wow, look at this candle on the 1 hour. Jeez. All right, chat. We got 1 minute, so let's go ahead and do our daily affirmation before we put our hunting glasses on here. Let me get a 111 in the chat. 111 in the chat. Hopefully, if you heard my voice this morning, hopefully I gave you some food for thought this morning to believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. And also, I have a little quote for you guys before we start is your goal requires a certain version of you. And I'm going to leave you with that. All right, daily affirmation. Let me see. Daily affirmation. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just had it. There we go. July 24th, 2026. You are closer to your breakthrough. I think I cut off a word here. Than your fear wants you to believe. The work has mattered. The patience has mattered. The quiet strength nobody saw has mattered. Do not give up right before life starts showing you why everything had to happen the way it did. What a beautiful message. That's a beautiful message, y'all. So please, if you need to screenshot it and read it later, I'll leave it there for a second. You can go ahead and screenshot it. Beautiful message. Yes, a lot of people get so close to their goals. They get so close. Yes, they're failing. But usually when they give up, it was like they were right there. For all they were right there, right? And that's why they say you only fail when you quit. You know, anything else that happens, it's just a setback. You fail a challenge, you didn't fail at trading. You just had a setback. Everybody has setbacks. There's nobody became successful without setbacks. right? Everybody has a setback. Even rich kids have setbacks. There's things like, even if let's say you want to build some apartment building, there's always setbacks with getting building permits and all these other things you got to get. That's why sometimes you see them starting to do construction. You'd be driving past it for a whole year. You're like, wait a minute, when are they going to put this thing up? There's delays and building permits. There's frustration things behind the scenes, right? Some developments take 2-3 years. Then they start building, right? There's a lot of things behind the scenes that you don't see, no matter what type of business you're in, where there's so many setbacks, right? So many. Okay. And if you're choosing a field, entrepreneurial, trading is in the entrepreneurial field, you're choosing one of the hardest things to conquer. So you should expect it to be hard. It should be hard, right? The harder it is, the bigger the reward, right? Going for that gold medal, you know the road's going to be hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Why get up in the morning and be frustrated by coworkers or a boss that disrespects you when you can just stay home or go to an office and do whatever you want all day? If it was that easy, everybody would do it. You can make your own schedule, right? So it's not easy. It's meant to be difficult, but it's not impossible. In no way, shape, or form is it impossible. In no way, shape, or form is it something that you can't do. It's something everybody can do. Everybody can trade. But getting your mindset right and getting your discipline right, getting your consistency right, it's going to take work. Right? Anybody could shoot a basketball. Maybe you're not good at shooting it right now, but if you were to practice and maybe learn from a professional, if you like, a coach, anybody could teach you how to shoot that basketball consistently. You see what I'm saying? So same thing with trading. It's versatile. Anybody can do it, but you gotta want it. You gotta want it, and you gotta understand that there's gonna be failures. That just is what it is. Trading's open to everyone, but trading's not for everyone. Yep, just like everything else, right? Being a firefighter is not for everybody. Being a police officer is not for everybody. You know? But that just goes back to those doing it for money and those who aren't doing it for money. There's a big difference. Alrighty. 30-minute candle is getting ready to close here. There we go. Solid closure. What a solid closure that was. 309 points for the opening. Wow. That's double the typical volume. So that's a lot of volume, y'all. 309 points. Wow. Crazy. It's very interesting. And no surprise, we're starting to pull up a little bit here. I mean, that was a really heavy fall. Let's see, where was that bounce? That bounce was 304. The 300s. Now we're already up to 380. Guys, the bottom of this candle is at 300. Now we're at 380. 80 points. This is crazy, right? Look at this volume. 80 points. It looks so small. It's so crazy. Anybody else blown away by how small these candles look? But the amount of points they're doing is amazing. Wow. I mean, this candle right here was 162. Jeez. Wow. Need to see a deep pullback before I enter sales again. Let's see. What do I need to see? This is I need to see some type of new structure formed here. Even if it's on the 3-minute. Gonna have to move around a little bit for me. Probably about 10 minutes. Maybe 2 more 3-minute candles. Or 3 more. Yep. Definitely gotta move around a little bit. I think we may go up to... Where's this level? 400? Crazy. I'm gonna be in watch mode right now, y'all. That was a lot of points. Peace. Hi, Wayne Campbell. Good morning. Hi, Donovan. Good morning. Rodney. Good morning. Scary, right? Yeah, the volume is kind of scary. I like it though. Love volume like this. But where to get in? Let's give it a couple of minutes. Let it move around a little bit. What is this? Okay, let's react to this short 20-second clip while we're waiting. I gotta bookmark it. Okay. No way this counts. Question mark. All right.
She's going for 145 kilos on this occasion to solidify that position on the... Start.
Wait a minute. That was it? Wait. Okay, now I see why the caption was "No way this counts." Wait a minute. And I don't know what counts or doesn't count, but I just saw like a... I don't know. Hold on. I need to put this together. 145 kilos. How much is that in pounds? Is that like 300 pounds? Hold on. 145. I think that's like 300 pounds. 319? Wow. 319 pounds. She could almost lift my motorcycle. That's crazy. No, that's crazy. Like to even like get that, okay, to even just get that up is insane. I mean, my motorcycle's like 400 and something pounds, but still, that is crazy. What?
145 kilos on this occasion to solidify that position on the...
So wait, I don't know what counts or what doesn't count. If you guys know, let me know. I guess you're just supposed to be able to lift it up, because that obviously that is not a rep. I mean, unless that counts, y'all let me know. I don't know the technicalities. How does that count as a rep? How does that count? I mean, I'll count that she lifted it up, but she just put it to her stomach. That wasn't even like a. I can't get over this. This is gonna bother me. Excuse my ignorance, chat. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know the technicalities of this sport, but I just don't know how this counts. Gotta be that. I don't know. I don't know. How did that count? I don't know. To me, it's not a full rep, but like I said, I give the credit to be able to lift that up. Oh my goodness. I feel like she wins just for lifting it up, but as far as a rep, the thing moved like a centimeter, no? 2 centimeters? That never counted when I used to lift. Oh, you used to lift in PC? Pressure creates diamonds. They don't just shine, they reflect and put in the work. Will be rewarded. There you go. Best stream ever. I learned so much from you, Linz, and now trading is a passion of mine. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate it. Small person, so that's impressive. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe that's 319 pounds. Wow. That's incredible to just lift that up. But the caption's hilarious. Oh, you lift with your friends. That's cool. It's impressive. Let me see. Oh, okay, chat. We're gonna have a debate while we're waiting here. Are you ready for this question? I'm gonna copy and paste it in the chat just for those who ready. Okay, I need you to tell me what comes to your mind first. What color is August? Whatever came to your mind first. What color is August? Trying to see something. Don't go off of what other people say in the chat. Just whatever comes to your mind. What does your mind tell you? This is an interesting experiment that they do because it shows how like our minds are like, you know? It really shows how the mind works. Rustic, orange, burnt orange, yellow, orange, red, green. I'm waiting for someone to say green or blue. So it seems like most people usually say like a orangey red type of color, you know, like a orangey red, no matter where they live in the world. Isn't that interesting? And then there's a select people who say green. There's a select people who say blue. I have to look up the statistics of what that means about your mind, but I just thought it was interesting. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy, right? Most people in their mind pictures like a orangey, reddish, rustic, yeah, like a rustic type of color. I guess like I don't want to say burgundy, maybe like burgundy, I don't know. But yeah, like that rustic feel. I picture that too, guys. I picture that orangey red, rustic type of thing. Okay. All right. Interesting. Gray? No, I never heard gray. Gray because it's still winter for me. Gray, that's interesting. Okay, let me see on Twitter. Someone said somewhere between these shades is August. That's what they picture in their mind. Yeah, I picture something like this. Okay, what about actually before we move on, while we're waiting, let me let me read some of these answers. Interesting. Somebody said for them, they're picturing this bright yellow. Purple, nobody can tell me otherwise. Did somebody say purple in the chat here? I think so. Yellow for the sun here in Cali. August always been a good month for me for years. Started a business in August in 2017. Oh, nice. Amazing. From South Africa, from June to August is winter months. So when you guys say winter months, what is the temperature? Like, what's the lowest temperature for you guys around that time? How low does the temperature get? I'm just curious. Started trading August 2021. Have more money in August than in any month. Nice. This comment is killing me. The purple, no one can tell me otherwise. I've never imagined August as purple. Now I'm trying to think what month is purple to me. Okay, how about October, chat? What do you imagine October to be? This person said August is green, period. August is definitely not green. But I do see how a lot of people do see green though, so there could be something to that. I've never seen green for August. It's interesting though. It's interesting. Orange for pumpkin? Yeah, October I see orange. I definitely see orange for October. Ooh, brown. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. I could see October I definitely see like a or maybe even like a darker orange. Shade of purple, okay. Okay, I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. What do you see in March? Last one, March. Let me see what y'all say. What do we see in March? I'll tell you what I see in March. I see blue in March, but there's a difference because I see blue in December too. So March I see like a royal blue, like a little bit darker. December I see like a lighter blue. Brown for March. Pink. Green. Temperatures between 13 and 20 degrees. 18 degrees today. Oh, I'm assuming you're meaning Celsius, right? Because I don't think it gets... I'm assuming you're saying Celsius, right? Let me see. Oh, that's just 60 degrees. Okay, yeah. I see how that's winter for you guys. That's interesting. Green. Yeah, see, once you start going to March, everyone's got different answers. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, your winter is similar to my winters. I live in the desert too. So, but ours goes down to I'm gonna convert it to your numbers. I'm gonna tell you in your numbers. Our winter averages that, but it goes below that. Our winter goes down to in the early mornings. Let me convert it over. In the early mornings, it can be minus 111. Yep, it could be -1 Celsius. -1 Celsius. Other than that, it usually stays. For you, it'd probably be like 10 Celsius, 5 Celsius. Usually stays around there for a little bit. But most of the winter is like 18 Celsius here. 18, 20. A little below that. Alrighty here. Back focused on the chart. Candle is getting ready to close. Well, see how we feel about this. $145 to the downside. It may just continue down here. Looking at it on the 15-minute here. Thinking about giving this one a little go. We shall see. We shall see. I got the wrong thing on. $111. Wow, all these 111s. 111 as a stop loss. A lot of 111s going on today. Let me change this around. I'm gonna change this to target. Looking for 100 points. Halfway mark would be TP1. Let's see here. We're hanging around the 330s, 340s, 350 area. Just watching this closely. It came all the way down to past a little bit past 300. Now we're back at 370. 70 points. $70 already. My goodness. Oh, no, what I just do? Closed out of the chat by accident. Okay, we got you guys back. Like how you cut your trade early yesterday and accepted defeat just to take another shot for a W. Thank you, NPC. Struggle with that. It was because it did the entire opposite of what I wanted to see. Sometimes based on a closure, I'll close it. It's very rare that I'll close it. But yeah, sometimes the way it closes it can be a little questionable. Or I'm basing it off of momentum and the momentum dies and we're supposed to push through something. Yeah, I'll cut it and take a scratch. It just depends on the setup, you know? Now this one, it looking like we may range here a little bit before heading down here. We took out these lows. Came right back up to this area at 408. Bounced up 100 points. Literally bounced up 100 points. $125. This is why I haven't been having tight stop losses like I would like to all the time. Sometimes I have a tight stop loss. But sometimes you gotta give it a little bit more room. But we'll see if it holds. I mean, the buyers came in heavy. Very heavy there. Very, very heavy. $125 points, y'all. That is insane. Let's see if price I may decide to add, but if we can't do that, then sellers definitely would be weakened here. Hanging around 390. But what a bounce that was. What a bounce that was. 125-point bounce up. Jeez. Now we're kind of hesitating here. Sitting on these 390s. Question is will we hold? I'm gonna move my stop loss to this high. Move it slightly down. Up to the music. Oh my goodness, the music. Hey, Linz, I'm leaving. Thanks for the week. Need to go review. A lot of wrong decisions trades this week. Got you, market buyers. Have a great weekend. Took a loss the other day, shorting M&Q after a 300-point drop without a retracement. Yeah, we're hesitating here a little bit too long for me. The buyers are definitely trying to. They're aggressive at this level. They're very aggressive. And we've literally been sitting here for how long? A little bit of a range here. And now it looked like we got an influx of volume that just kicked in. Wondering if something just got announced. Did something just get announced? Where'd that volume just come from? Some volume just entered the market. Also, we do have news right now too, but it's just home sales. It's not like a crazy thing. Must have been a big order. Something just happened. Some big order just got filled right before the news. I know we have news right now, but it's just home sales. It's nothing crazy. But right before that, like 2 minutes before that, I think a big order might have got filled. Righty. I'm gonna add to this position because I'm crazy. Because I'm crazy, chat. That's why I'm adding to this position. Adding to it because I'm crazy. I move my stop loss down. Let's see. That's gonna change this. So here, we'll go for 40. My average price moved up, so. And then 100 points is a little bit higher now. It's about 78 points. Alrighty, NASDAQ. Can we get a decision from you? Can we get a decision? See if we can get back in profit here added to this. Yeah, that's the instrumental I love. Oh, the lean with it, rock with it. I call that one the lean with it, rock with it. Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. Get my dog. Hold on, hold on. Be right back. Give me 30 seconds. Sorry, chat. The mic, the mic, the mic. Getting a little choppy. Let's see if we can get a flush. Oh, I like this price point here. Well, actually, I don't like it. I don't like it yet. We gotta push past 280. We gotta get past 280. I'm tired of being in the 300s. I want to see this flush to the 280s, and by that time we should have picked up some steam. Let me get a drop in the chat. Looking for 100 points, so that'd be about 600 bucks for copy trading 4 today. So looking for about $2,400 a day. Can we get a 2K day? Can we get a 2K day? Casual Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get a 2K day? My chart looks crazy because I'm on the 1 minute. I'll put it in the put it on the 3 minute. What matches? Looking for a 2K day. Here we go. Let's get that drop.
We gonna shut them down. Y'all thought we
Been activated.
Remix.
Let's get this drop.
Diaz Brothers.
I want a 2K day. Be up here, we're up 800. Look at my mouse. We're up 1,000. TP1 smash. We're up 1,000. We're up 1,200. 1,100. 1,000. 1,100. 900. TP1 has been smacked. TP1's $1,000. Looking for 2K though. So let's see if we can double this up here. We're up 1,200. Hold on. 2K day, chat. Can we get a 2K day? Can we get a 2K day? I'm gonna play that song one more time. You thought I was gonna trail this. I'm not trailing nothing just yet. 1,200. Let's see. Look at my mouse. Right here, right here. 1,400, 1,300. Come on, 2K, baby, 2K. 2K, come on, 1,400. 1,200, come on. We need $800 more dollars. We need $800 more dollars. Come on, come on. I say 2K, but I want to hold till 24. All right, 1,000. Of course, this is a solid W right here, guys. I would call this a W right here. But I'm looking to hold. Looking to hold. What did I just do? All right, I like this rejection on TP1. You can see on the 1 minute. Look at that rejection. See if we can flush for 100 points. I want to see some W's in the chat. Consistent trading. Live consistent trading. Get some W's. This is a beautiful W here. Let's see, where's TP1 at 289? 289. So that is right around here. Okay, I'm gonna see if we can flush these lows. Do this. All right, stop loss is right below the break even area. $289. Where was that again? Right around here. All right, guys, I'm gonna trail this for a 1K day. So no matter what, it's a 1K day, no matter what. And then I'm gonna try to hold it for a 2K day. But no matter what, 1K day. Let's see if we can get 2,000. We're up 1,300. Let's see how nice the market wants to be. We're in the 270s. We're in the 270s. Or what I'll do is I'm just gonna trail one order at 289, and I'll put the other one break even, so that'll be like 500 bucks. I'm gonna put one order there, and I'll put one order above these highs. It'll be like a $900 day, like 950 if it hits both. But I'm gonna trail it in two different spots, just in case we make a crazy wick. Okay, there we go. One order got filled. Got one order on. All right, two orders got filled there. Okay, I got one more order left. We're in 3 orders deep. We have it trailing in profit just right below. I want to see if we can make a high here and continue down. And then if we do, I may just add to this trade. Let's see if we can, we're in the 280s. That's where I wanted us to go. Let's see if we can come back down to 270. And then I'm gonna add and then move stops to break even. I'm gonna add some more contracts in, but I'm gonna add a little heavier. Come on, flush these lows, and I'm gonna add. See if we can flush these lows. There we go. I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna move stops to break even. My new orders down here. You can see right here. Very tight stop loss here. Slightly in profit, but or 260. See if we can see 250 would be nice. Beautiful. Now we're back up 1,000. I'm just gonna close that. Hey, 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 hey. Beauty. Beauty. I'm not gonna be in this chop. We'll take our shmoney. Simple day, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Simple day. I'm not gonna be a part of the chop. I'm gonna take my money. We did well here. Good trade. Choppy trade. You know, we entered over here and bounced up 125 points and then continued down, but you know, that's why we have stop losses that give your trade room to breathe. You know, buyers. It got a little scary over there. But yeah, I mean, look at this candle now. This is ridiculous. Um, let's see. I may scalp my way back in, but I mean, this alone is 50 points. Crazy, crazy, crazy. For being a little extra. Just a little. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get back in. Pretty much. Risking what I made. For a tight stop loss here.